Testing, testing. There we go. How's that sound? Oh, no persons here. Alright, let's do this here. So, today we are doing a. Whoa. There we go. So, today we are doing a painting of some Chronicles of Drunagor. I've got two little models here of the same guy that we're going to be painting up here. These are like the Hellspawn Brute there. This is what we're painting up here. And we are going to go ahead and start painting. I haven't even decided what colors I want to do here yet for this, but for this it's pretty much like a, oh come on, focus, dude. It's kind of like a reddish orange for the whole body thing here. Really. I'm trying to figure this out here. So this is my first time streaming using OBS. So I'm trying to figure it out here. Stream settings. Yeah, I don't think I could change that midstream. Video, audio, output. Ooh, maybe I can. Go, not 7,000 apply. All right. See if that makes it any better. Welcome, welcome, people who have entered. We are doing a painting of Chronicles of Drunagor. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to paint. Here's these guys here. These are the guys that we're going to paint up here. I've already got them washed. So I did a black primer. Then I spray painted it white and did a little dry brushing. Got them really, probably a little bit too white. But that's what we're going to go here. So we're actually going to do some, it's called bright red. So I'm using speed paints here. And this is called bright red, but in the little description it says reddish orange, which is kind of what I want. And that's what the color is going to look like. My other option is to do vivid orange. Those are my two orange ones, which is this kind of reddish orange here. So I'm going to go with this reddish orange here. Let me know in the chat if you have ever played Chronicles of Drunagor, if you ever even heard of Chronicles of Drunagor. Where are you guys at with this board game stuff? So I gotta shake this up. This is, I think the first time I've used this color. So I've really got to shake it up. But yeah, let me know. What are you guys' thoughts on board games? Do we have the board game world here yet? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring this up here. There we go. Oh, then I got to do this. There we go. All right. I'm trying to figure out this whole streaming deal. Well, how come it doesn't show me now? There we go. All right. This is maybe shooken up enough here. Let's go ahead and start painting here. So we're going to do a nice little drop here 2 or 3 drops here because we've got a lot to cover here. We are gonna grab. Let's grab our single lot paintbrush here. Gonna start off with our 0-aught. And we're gonna just start painting. I'm actually gonna zoom in here a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So that way you guys can kind of see what's going on a little bit better there. And we're gonna just cover his whole body with this reddish orange here. Oh yeah, that's a good color. I like that color. Yeah, I am using Army Painter speed paints for this. So it definitely makes that a little bit easier here. It's definitely, I would call it cheating, because it makes painting so much easier. And right, you put one coat on everything and you're good. There's none of this like 2 to 3 coats and dry brushing, and you just, as I quote Barrett from Meet Me at the Table, slop and drop. You just slop it on there and drop it on the table. But as I said before, this is from a game called Chronicles of Drunagor. I've got almost everything painted up. I only got 2 more monsters. I got this monster and one other monster that I need to do. Whoops, sorry, as I'm starting to paint off screen. And then I've got a couple more heroes that I gotta do. I got a hero pack. I painted up all the heroes and I bought another hero pack. So I've got all the heroes from the other hero pack that I gotta do still. But this should be my second to last monster here. His whole body is going to be this color, so I've got a lot of this color to go here. Man, this zooming, maybe I shouldn't have zoomed in. Zooming in makes it a little bit harder here. Maybe I'll move the camera a bit. Maybe that's what I'll do, so I could have it closer to me. But still in camera. Just move it out. There we go. That's more like it. Anybody in the chat do any painting here? I am definitely not an expert at this by any means at all. But I do enjoy the way they look once I'm done. So it is a hobby that I've gotten into. The more I've gotten into board gaming, the more I've gotten into this painting hobby as well. Man, I feel like this handle's actually getting in my way more so. Let's see here. There we go. Now up for the other arm here. I need some like music in the background. That's what I need right now. Maybe let's get some music going here. Uh-oh. There we go. I need more paint already here. Jeez. So we are painting up some Chronicles of Drunagor here. If you watch this, if you're watching this afterwards, I'm going to repeat that quite a lot here. Just because people are coming and going. So I just want to make sure people know what's kind of going on here. But a Hellspawn Brute is what monster this is here. There we go. Getting some of this reddish orange body there. This is who we're painting up right here. And this stand's actually getting in my way. I'm just going to take it off of its stand. I've got two little miniature holders. One is 3D printed here, and then one is a bought one. And I can't decide which one I like more. They're both kind of positives and negatives anyways. If I could get up into his armpit, making sure I'm getting his whole arm there. There we go. I think I got it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at him go. Look at him go. Now we're going to get all of his back here. All right. Where are you guys watching from? Go ahead and comment where you guys are watching from. As I mentioned before, I'm not a professional painter by any means. This is definitely just not even a hobby. This is more like a side hobby that I do. Basically, I want my games to look better on the table, and so I paint. Let's see here. There it goes. How are we all doing here? Oh, I'm currently painting my... Oh, no way. From Columbus. Nice. How far are you with the campaign? Have you started the campaign, or are you waiting to finish the campaign? Or are you waiting to finish the painting to start the campaign? Mr. Eldridge shown. That is the question, because that's always the fight for me, at least, is can I bear the gray miniatures on the table so I could get the game to the table sooner, or do I wait months to get it all painted? I think I've had Chronicles of Drunagor for, oh, I don't know. When did it come out? Like 2 years ago? And I still haven't finished painting it. Also haven't finished the campaign since I've gotten it yet either, so I guess I'm losing on both aspects there. I got the base minis painted, yeah. I started the campaign last week. Nice. Oh yeah, awesome. I'm glad that they helped. Yeah, the the rules in 1.5 versus 1.1 have changed quite a bit, so I'm glad that the 1.5 rules helped because a lot of stuff had changed from the base rules. And man, he's coming along slowly but surely, slowly but surely. That's cool that you've just started it, man. This is actually one of the first games that I backed back in, I think it was 2020 or 2021 when it was on the Kickstarter the second time for the for the 1.5 version. And I absolutely love this game. I hope you're having fun with it. I absolutely love the cube management mechanic of this and all the heroes and everything. It's great. The rules a few hours ago. Oh, that's awesome. And then I become live now. That's awesome. Yep, yep. Great miniatures. Oh, man, I have a love-hate relationship with miniatures versus like standees. Because standees, it just doesn't look as good, but they're colored. It's not just a table full of gray, but they're just not as cool. But it takes me forever to get everything painted up. I like painting, but I just don't have enough time to dedicate to it, you know? As I'm here 10:30 at night painting. Whoops, sorry, I'm painting off screen again. But yeah, so funny story with Chronicles 1.0, I actually played the entire campaign on TTS. I had found the files, like, no, I didn't do anything illegal. It was somehow I found a Dropbox with all the content from 1.0 version. I don't know where I found it because I can't find it now. I have no idea where it was at. But I found it so I could import everything into TTS. And so I actually played the whole 1.0 version with my buddy on TTS while we're waiting for 1.5 to deliver. And that's like, if you look at my channel, I've got a good handful. My very first videos were actually this video or this game, playing this game on TTS. Oh, all right. We're getting to the end here of this red here for this first miniature. And then we still got this guy to make all reddish orange here. But I feel like this guy's coming along pretty good. So my camera quality is not super great. Yeah, you could kind of see that, but yeah, I'm just using speed paints. I call it cheating, but I like cheating. It's just so much quicker and easier to paint with speed paints. They're the same thing as like contrast paints from Citadel. But speed paint is truly in the name. You could just put one layer on and then throw it on the table if you really wanted. I do like doing as much detail as I can. I don't do a lot of detail, but I like doing at least some detail with it. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and move on to miniature number 2 and do the same thing all over again. Yeah, I think I like this color when it's wet rather than when it's dry. It dries up really red. I was hoping it would be a little bit more orangish than red, but that's all right. Let's see here. Getting this guy all painted up. I just prime and white, contrast paint the entire thing. For the monsters, I wash it in streaking grime, so they look different from the heroes. Oh, nice. The hero's nice and clean, the monster's dirty. Awesome. That's a good idea, actually. Just putting one big wash on the monsters so you have that contrast difference between the heroes and the monsters. I like it. That's what I'm all about, is getting it to the table, and even if it doesn't look like a professional, sometimes I just see these pictures that people post of painting, and I'm like, holy cow, looks like a dang artist painted them. I'm like, yeah, I will never be to that level, and I'm okay with that. But this, and not only did I play through the whole campaign on TTS, I mean, as you can see my videos, if you go back all the way to the beginning of my YouTube channel, like, I've played well, not the new characters. I haven't played all the new characters yet. But I have all the base and the expansion characters. Other than Apocalypse, I guess, I mean. So I've played the first, like, I think there's 33 characters. Or maybe there's 33 now and there's 23 before. Anyways, I've played majority of the characters except for the ones from the Apocalypse Hero Pack. And me and my buddy, we would just do a one-shot. We would play with the old one-shot rules because they're a lot more exciting. The old one-shot rules were you actually level up as you go. Every monster that you kill, you level up. And so it makes it a little bit more exciting, and it really makes it good to like try out new characters, because doing one whole campaign with a character is, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. But playing a one-shot, quick one-shot with it leveling up, you see how they level up, how they do in different situations, and it really helps to kind of figure out all the characters. And playing all the characters, I think, actually made me love this game even more, because every character felt different. Like, even though, right, it's all the same cube mechanic idea, but I really liked how they all played so differently. And I was excited to try every new character. And so I actually like doing that old one shot to try out characters. I actually might do that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do some playthroughs of like the new characters and just trying them out. Just to show off the new characters to everyone. That's a good idea, actually. But we'll go ahead and give us some more of this reddish orange here. I discovered your channel a couple weeks ago when I started learning COD, but you and I have a lot of the same type of games: Luddite, Madara, Dante Inferno, Dungeon of Doria, Catharsis. I love it. I mean, yeah, that's my style. Is those like dungeon crawlers and Dante Inferno. Have you seen that box? The all-in box for that? Holy bejeebers! That is like the Madara box times 3. Like it, I'm sure you could fit maybe not, maybe like two and a half of the Madara box. Like it is ginormous. And then Dungeons of Doria, I actually had a lot of fun with. That is one that I need to get to the table more. I feel like it has the potential to be higher up on my favorites list. I just need to table it more. And I haven't been able to do the table. I did a how to play video of it. And then other stuff came up and I just was never able to get some playthroughs of it out. But I've played it a couple times, off camera. Yeah, that thing is huge. That's what I have coming soon. Yeah. I'm super excited. They have that box at Gen Con. Or are going to have that box at Gen Con. And here in next week. And I'm going to Gen Con and I'm going to definitely take a picture with that thing. I mean, I'll sooner or later have it at my house too. But, oh man. I showed my wife that picture. Her first was like, what in the world are you going to do with that thing? My honest opinion or reply was, I have no idea. Because it is unwieldy. But I'm excited for that game. Yeah, I'm excited. I've really liked the games by CGS. I mean, to throw out my biases, I've kind of worked with them. I mean, I did some paid content and stuff, but I've become kind of good friends with them, with CGS. You're gonna make a Gen Con video for your channel. I'd love to see what you zero in on there, since we have the same taste in games. So here's my face. So I was trying to think of whether or not I should do it or not. I'm going with a couple buddies of mine. And so I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do that or not. But maybe I will try. Maybe I'll just do one. I don't know if I could do like a daily one. Just so much going on. This is only my second Gen Con, so I'm still like, ah! Like, I love it all. But maybe I will actually like go through and like say, hey, like this is what's standing out to me. This is what's standing out to me. Because I'm excited to see what they have there. We've got a handful of things already like signed up to do, but I've already seen a couple. I've taken a couple screenshots of like, hey, we're doing a demo at our booth here's our booth. So I take a screenshot of it, right? Just so I could remember what booths to stop by. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll try that. Even if it's just some shots of the games you found that you like. It doesn't have to be interviews or day in the life. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be easier for me to not do something like that. Just do like hey, here's the games that I found interesting at Gen Con. Yeah, I'll probably for sure, because I'm definitely going to do a Gen Con haul game. So maybe I'll even just, depending on how much I film and how much I take pictures, but I'll either just put it in with that, like, hey, here's my haul and here's what I wish I would have hauled, right? But ooh, my camera's kind of wigging out. But yeah, for sure. I think I could definitely do that. I like that idea actually. Thank you. Let's see here. Man, I am. Yeah, see, he's kind of turning out like really red. This is the thing said reddish orange, but it looks pretty red to me. Sadly, I wanted some more orange in it. When it's wet, it looks a little bit more orange, and then it dries and it just looks really red. But at this point, I'm not going back. Looks good enough. Yeah, that would be great in a haul video. Yeah, like here's my haul and here's my wish I would have hauled because I'm not rich, nor do I have infinite amount of space to store all the games or bring them home. That's gonna be the real question. Is like, okay, what can I fit? Especially because I like the big box games, right? Like Madara and Dungeons of Doria and Dante Inferno. Like those are my games. Are these big box games, and that makes it hard to come to bring stuff home in a suitcase. Mm. But mm, well, I'm gonna let you. All right. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much for coming. Hope you have a fun time with COD, because I for surely have. Mm. But anyone else out there have any good painting stories or board game stories or anything? Man, this is a lot of one color. I haven't gotten his face yet even. Almost forgot about his face. There we go. Now let's get his face here and his neck. There we go. Got his face good. Get the top of his head there. All right. I think we have finished his whole body. Let's go ahead and rinse this thing out here. Sorry, just a nice little shot of my arm there. I'm just rinsing out my... There we go. Maybe I'll put this over here. There we go. Just rinsing out my brush for the next color. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we're going to do the next color. We're going to get like a greenish for all of those spikes here. We're going to go ahead and see how that's going to turn out. Because we're going to do this as a ghoul green. But as I shake this up here, Anybody play any board games? As you can see, I've got a couple in the background, and then this whole shelf's full. I like the board games. Chronicles of Drunagor is not your everyday board game. Unless you're in the board game world, then you are. Then it is part of an everyday board game world. But yeah, I like doing these board games here. Wow, we've already been going for a half hour. Okay. Hopefully we'll finish this before midnight. Hope that's not too loud. Sorry, maybe I should shake that up over here. All right. Let's go ahead and put a couple drops of that guy there. Put this guy back on here. My 3D printed one. And let's go ahead and start painting up all of these guys. Number. All right. We just gotta get all these spikes painted up green here. All right. Where else are people chatting there from? Where else are you watching from? Because it's kind of late where I am at. I'm just curious if people are up later than me, or if we're both just up late. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I'm liking that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I forgot one spike there. Hmm. Alrighty. Go ahead and throw into the chat your favorite board game. Do we have any board game lovers here? All right. All right, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad here. What do we think so far? Look like a monstrosity that you want to kill? All right, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, I got into board games with this game back in like 2020, 2021, and uh, and I've kind of just gotten way too into it. So much that I have a YouTube channel now because I like playing them. And when you don't have many people around to play games with you, you just record yourself and put it on YouTube, right? Alright. Now we do all these spikes here. It's getting there. It's getting there. We're getting there. But we do need some more paint here. There you go. Woo! Woo! All right. What are we thinking so far, guys? How's it coming along? As I'm missing a lot of places here. I think it's coming along pretty darn good if I don't say myself. Don't say so myself. All right. We're getting there, man. I don't know. What do we think so far? It's kind of working. It's kind of working out. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think now it's time for some brown to get his belt here. He's got a little loincloth belt type of thing here. All right. See, we are doing satchel brown, dark reddish brown. No, 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 not satchel. Deep reddish brown. Yeah, let's do. We're gonna do satchel brown for his little loincloth that he's got. Ugh. Yeah, you can see my shadow shaking it. Sorry if that's annoying. That like cause epilepsy. Sorry. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and just get a couple drips of the brown here. Not too much. There we go. Getting his little loincloth going there. There we go. There's one loincloth there. Get my other loincloth going here. There we go. There's our second loincloth there. That makes that for that color. Now, I've noticed a few spots I missed. But other than the few spots that we missed, we just got the axes to do and the floor. Alright, let's see here. Let's do this red here. Right there. Oh, sorry. Am I going off camera again? All right. All right, there we go. There's that color fixer upper. Now I got a little bit of green to do again. On both of them I actually missed. On his other leg, these little veins. There we go. All right. Now do the other one here. All righty. All righty. There we got those two. Now let's do the axe here. We're going to do some silver here. Broadsword silver. It's a little metallic one here. Alrighty. Let's get just a little bit of this silver here. We're going to just do some good old broadsword silver for the axe here. For the axe head at least, I mean. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. It's almost like a gunmetal silver too. There we go. There's that. Then we'll do the other one here, that same broadsword silver. There we go. All right, now we're going to do one more lighter brown because it almost looks like a wooden handle. So we're going to do a lighter brown for the handle of the axe here. We're going to do what are we going to do? Yeah, we'll do not. We're gonna do warrior skin, which is a light reddish brown. I know it says warrior skin, but hopefully, we'll get enough here. Ouch. All right, we're gonna do up this handle here, and then do the base, and then we'll be done for tonight. We'll just do these two. Well, there's one monster, but the two miniatures here. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's what I want right there. No, you. There we go. One down. One more to go. There we go. Oh, nope. Missed a few spots on this side. There we go. There we go. Boom. We have the Hellspawn Brute. Let's just do a quick base paint up here. For the base color here, we're going to use just a really cheap black paint here. Just because it's going to be a lot of it, and well, that one can stay. And actually, we're going to go ahead and pull out. Let's do a number 2 here. Number 2 paintbrush. Just so it covers a more space here. So Alrighty. There we go. We got that black base just to contrast that out. Now this one we're going to take off this base here so we can get around the whole base here. Alrighty. Well, if I don't say so myself, I think these turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we have it. Anybody play any board games out there? I just finished up these two for Chronicles of Drunagor. A big box dungeon crawler D&D-esque board game. I call it D&D-esque because you're out fighting monsters and stuff. But let's see here. This is two. This is single lot. But there we have our monsters. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to leave the face like that. So that paint's really wet. Heck yeah. Alright, well, that is my first painting stream. Let me know if you wanted me to do more. I think I'll do more. It was kind of fun. I got to sit and chat with Sean Eldridge. That was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyways, I am Board Game Officer, and I will see you later.